So we've been having a lot of snow this winter, so today Mary Beth Stutzman is going to teach us a little bit about snowshoeing. We are on the Norway Ridge Pathway, and today she's going to educate us on all of these snowshoes.
Yes, this is one of our favorite winter pastimes, and it's pretty inexpensive to get started in. Really, like ice skating, all you need really is one piece of equipment plus your warm outdoor gear. It can be a little bit confusing when you're trying to pick a pair of snowshoes if you don't already own one, because there are a lot of kinds out there right now. Snowshoeing actually dates back about 4,000 or 6,000 years BC. They have evidence of snowshoes in China. In the US, snowshoes were made out of wood and leather and rawhide up until about the 1950s. But now we have all different kinds of materials. So a more traditional pair of shoes might be made with a frame of wood and then some sort of leather or leather type binding or webbing.
That's what I picture when I think of snowshoes.
Now we have some made out of metal, and you'll see this is a wire mesh, and then we have plastic and rubber composite and with an aluminum frame.
Take it those are the most modern?
Most modern. They look pretty space age. They're very light, and there's different shapes for different reasons. So snowshoeing is all about increasing the surface area of your foot so that you don't fall into the snow. It makes it easier to walk on snow, and they originally were used for hunting, for hunter-gatherer types of populations. So this is called a bear paw, and you can see it looks a little bit like a bear's paw. This one is for walking on more hard, crusty snow. It'll increase your surface area so you don't fall in and can move around easily. This one is called a trail shoe, and you'll notice it's a different shape. It has a long tail.
It's almost like a tennis racket.
Yeah, and it's turned up at the front, and this is for walking on more powdery snow. So this will the turning up at the front will help you not fall in, and this tail keeps your shoes pointed in the right direction. So next to look at, we have ones that have crampons on the bottom, and these are for gripping. These might be for if you're walking on really icy surfaces or climbing up or down hilly terrain. Mountaineering, we don't really do a lot of that in Alpena, but we do have a lot of great snowshoeing along the shoreline, which may create some big icy banks that you could go up and down, and this would be the perfect pair for that. So next we're going to talk about binding. So let's grab a pair and we'll go over on the flat surface and we'll show you how to put them on.
Okay.
After a little practice, putting on snowshoes is fairly simple, but there are a lot of different types of bindings and they all have a different purpose. So what you have on yours are easy on, easy off bindings. It's made out of rubber. You just stretch it over the back of your foot and it allows your foot to pivot, and that pivot is important. Some snowshoes don't allow that, like the ones we have here. These keep your foot stable, and they're more for if you're climbing up or down elevations, or if you're going to be walking through an area that maybe has a lot of rocks that you have to climb over. You want your foot to be stable. Ones like these have an opening for your toe, so your toe actually does the gripping on the surface underneath. And those are for all different reasons. Some snowshoes allow you to run. You actually can get snowshoes so that you can run in the snow with them in the winter. Some are some are for hunting. Some are just for walking through the woods. So they all have a different purpose, and it's important to research kind of what you're looking for before you buy. So let's go ahead and put yours on. All you're going to do is slide your foot into the toe cup, and then we stretch it out in the back over your heel. Does that feel all right?
Yep.
And that's all it is, easy on, easy off.
Oh, cool. All right.
So I'm going to put mine on, and then we're going to go out on the trail and practice our technique.
All right, sounds good.
So the technique is pretty simple. It's just a little bit wider stance than when you're walking, and just walk.
And for those who would like to go snowshoeing, where are some good places?
Well, you can come to Norway Ridge Pathway or Chippewa Hills. Those are great trail systems. You just want to make sure that you stay off the Groom cross country ski portion. Don't walk on it at all. Walk to the side of the Groom ski portion. You can also go snowshoeing in town on the Nest Trail that heads out from Alpena.
All right, we did something on that.
Or the beaches are one of my favorite places, like Starlight Beach if you just want to go for a little bit. Or you could go just on the side of the road in the big snowbanks or the ditch, because in the wintertime they're covered with snow, so it's perfect.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mary Beth. So if you haven't tried snowshoeing yet this winter, maybe it's something you want to give a shot.